Welcome to This Explainer, focused learners. Imagine this scenario for a second. You've just moved to a new country. You've successfully introduced yourself, you're hitting it off and making a new friend, and then, bam, you hit a massive roadblock. You want to stay in touch, but you realize you have absolutely zero idea how to exchange contact information. It's incredibly frustrating, right? Well, today, we're going to completely eliminate that roadblock. We are going to unlock the ability to count all the way up to 99 in Mandarin Chinese, and we'll apply it directly to one of the most practical skills you can possibly have, asking for and giving a phone number. And honestly, the best part? It relies on a logical, pure math solution that's going to make perfect sense to you.
Here's our agenda for today. 1. The math formula. 2. Phone vocabulary. 3. The pronunciation trap. 4. Real-world dialogue. And 5. Character writing secrets.
Section 1. The math formula. Pure logic.
Let's completely debunk the myth that Chinese requires endless rote memorization. Think about English for a second. We have all these arbitrary, tricky words to memorize. We say 11 instead of 10-1, or 20 instead of 2 tens. Mandarin throws all of that out the window. Instead, you just use this magic formula. Tens digit plus 10, which is shi or shu, plus the ones digit. It is pure, simple math.
It's amazingly easy to scale up using that exact formula. Think about 11. It's literally just 10 plus 1. 11, 120, that's simply 2 tens. 20. If you want 21, it's 2 tens and 1. 21. You can take this exact logic all the way up. To say 99, you literally just say 9 tens and 9, which gives us 99. Once you know the numbers 1 through 10, you instantly know how to count all the way to 99.
Section 2. Phone vocabulary. Getting connected. Let's pivot from math to practical application. You need a few essential nouns for exchanging contact details. The word for a general telephone is 电话, and the word for number is 号码. But there is a really important distinction to make. 手机 specifically refers to a mobile cell phone. This distinction is absolutely crucial because nowadays, people are almost always asking for your mobile number, not a landline.
So how do we actually ask for those numbers? In previous lessons, you might remember using G to ask for someone's age. But here's the catch. G is strictly used when the expected answer is a small number, generally under 10. Phone numbers in China are 11 digits long, so you absolutely cannot use G. Instead, for numbers 10 and above, or when you just don't know the quantity, you must use 多少 to ask how many or how much.
Let's plug that into our sentence structure. To build your question, you use the particle de. This particle is brilliant because it shows possession, exactly like adding an apostrophe s in English. So you is ni, and your becomes ni the. To ask what is your telephone number, you follow this structure. 你的电话号码是多少? Translated literally, you're asking your telephone number is how much.
Now, before we answer that question, we need one more mathematical tool, and that's the number 0, which in Mandarin is ling. When you're reading a phone number with a 0 in it, you say ling, and importantly, you read every single digit one by one. You don't group them together like we do in English with 42, 24. You just read them straight across.
Let's try it out with a massive string of zeros. Try reading this out loud right now. It goes 一三八, and then 4 zeros. Ling, 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 ling. And finishing with 一二三四. Simple, direct, and straightforward.
Section 3. The pronunciation trap. 4 versus 10.
Before you start handing out your number, beware of a classic beginner trap. Mandarin is a tonal language, and getting the tones wrong on 2 specific numbers can lead to some pretty stressful situations. I'm talking about 4 and 10. Su, meaning 4, uses the 4th tone. It falls sharply. Say it like you're angrily telling a dog to sit. Si. On the other hand, shi, meaning 10, is the 2nd tone. It rises smoothly, almost like you're asking a question. Sure. If you go to a restaurant and accidentally order 十个, meaning 10 of something, instead of 四个, meaning 4 of something, you're going to end up with a mountain of food and a very different, very expensive bill.
To master this, you have to embrace what I call the roller coaster tone. Take the number 40, 40, 40. Practice saying 40 out loud right now. Notice how your voice falls sharply on 四 and then immediately rises back up on 十, like a roller coaster. 40. Mastering that combination is a massive milestone for your pronunciation.
Section 4. Real-world dialogue. Putting it together.
Let's see how this all builds by combining our math, vocabulary, and grammar into a real-world conversation. Read this out loud with me. First, they exchange names. 你好,你叫什么名字? Hello, what is your name? Shangming replies, 我叫Shangming. 你呢?
My name is Shangming.
And you? Then Li Fang sets up the crucial question. 我叫李芳. 你的电话号码是多少? My name is Li Fang. What is your telephone number?
And Zhang Ming replies with his number,
Remember our rule.
digit by digit. He says, 我的电话号码是139-052-789-01. And Li Feng confirms with a simple 好的, meaning okay or got it. You now have the exact blueprint to replicate this conversation yourself.
Section 5. Character Writing Secrets, Visual Logic.
For a quick visual cooldown, let's break apart the actual Chinese characters from our vocabulary lists and look at the beautiful logic behind how they're drawn. Take the character dian, which means electricity. Look at the top part. It's the character for a field, 10. The bottom part is a hook shape. Think of a hook of lightning striking down into a field, and you instantly get the character for electricity. And of course, electricity is the first half of the word for telephone, 电话.
The visual logic continues with the second half of telephone, 话, meaning words or speech. The left side is the speech radical, and the right side is the character for tongue. You literally use your tongue to speak words. And what about duo, which we used in 多少 for how many? It's made of two evening characters stacked on top of each other. Stacking two evenings together visually represents a lot of time passing, perfectly creating the concept for many or much. It really isn't just memorization, it's visual storytelling.
Section 6. The Final Challenge. You've absorbed a lot of information today, and you now have the logical building blocks to translate complex numbers like 15, 15, 37, 37, 42, 42, and even 88, 88. But we have one final task for you. Your homework is to confidently answer this question. 你的手机号码是多少? What is your cell phone number? Try reading your own fake phone number out loud, digit by digit, 3 times in a row. Because my question to you is, are you ready to take these communication skills and conquer talking about your family members in our next explainer? Keep practicing those numbers, embrace the logic, and we'll see you next time.